All right, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to the live stream. Hey, we're ready for Christmas. What about now? Give me a sound check now. Should be good.
Madison,
What?
can't hear you.
All right, hold on. Give them a second because I'm pretty sure we got sound now. All right.
I wonder how far this goes.
I don't know. But we should have sound now. All right, we're good.
Santa, we hear you.
So is audio good, everybody? Let me know. I don't know if the microphone's turned up too much or not. Should be able to hear me now.
Loud and clear now.
Loud and clear.
Used to be a little louder.
Needs to be a little louder. Okay, we can do that. Everybody, give me a few minutes. Let me get this set up. Now you guys are on a delay, so whenever I do these things, I have to wait a second for you guys to kind of come back and answer. All right. Ooh, that's pretty loud. All right, let's try that. I bumped it up a little bit. It's going to take them a second to respond. Early today, G-Funk Express back in the house. Matt McCoy.
Sounds great.
The R. All right, sounds great. All right, so we bumped everything up. Let's go ahead and get started. So I want to talk a little bit about the GT500 versus the new Vette. Now look, I know that the new Vette is sick. I mean, that thing's nasty. 0-60's pretty slick. But what's your opinion on the GT500 versus the Vette? I mean, which one would you choose if the markup wasn't what it is right now? Would you choose the Vette over the GT500? Yeah, so finders keepers. I don't know if you know or not, but that is that's actually Calypso. So that's not teal. It does look like kind of like teal on camera, but I promise you, it's as green as it can be. How's everything looking?
Good.
Good. Are we hanging up?
Mine's a little laggy.
Yeah, I think we're lagging a little bit, guys. You'll take the Vette. Okay, well, you know, why is that? What's the deal with the Vette? What's the draw to the Vette? Is it simply the power? I mean, what is it?
GT500 all day long. I need that car behind you for Xmas, bro.
What is it now?
GT500 all day long. I need that car behind you for Christmas, bro.
Yeah, that's Don. What's up, Don? Don in the house. So Don is a good friend of mine, and you were talking about an excellent tattoo artist. Oh man, Don, go ahead and put that link down there if you want to your place of business. Don does excellent work. I'll tell you, put your Instagram link. Certainly will pick the Vette. Oh, okay. So you certainly will pick the Vette over the GT500. Why is that? Are you I figured with the title, we're probably going to bring some Chevy guys in here too. So welcome everybody. You know, if you're new to the stream, we do Mustang content here, but hey, we'll talk about anything. And tonight, I really wanted to talk about this. So why would you pick the Vette? I have a Vette. Okay, so finders keepers that have a vet, more of an older staying head. So I assume you like the classics and stuff like that. That's understandable. Now look, the new vet is something serious, guys. That thing's nasty, but at the same time, this GT500 makes some ridiculous power, and I would love to see this thing tuned. So Finders Keeper says he grew up with Fox bodies, but always wanted a C5 back then. I like the C5. I like a C5 Z06 myself. Ford make Chevy shake. I'm not a Chevy guy. Well, I'm not a Chevy guy either myself. I do drive, as you can see in the background, probably back here. I do drive a Yukon, GM, whatever. But I like Fords, but I'm mainly loyal to Fox bodies, to Mustangs. Everything else just kind of whatever. Really, I hope this stream is going good. It looks like it's still wanting to hang up a little bit and lag.
Yeah, it's lagging on mine.
Take yours off Wi-Fi and it was already off Wi-Fi? Okay. Sorry guys if this thing is lagging again tonight. We really tried to make everything a little better this go round. I'm a car guy. Well, see, that's a conversation that we've had a lot as far as being a car guy. I'm a car guy to a point. I'm not big into the classics, and it's crazy because I grew up with the classics. I do like a 65, 67 Mustang, something like that. I like the 67 Camaros, but I'm just not a car guy in general, I guess. The GT500 the Vette reminds me of a modern Fiero. Yeah, I kind of agree. Something about the way the Vette looks, it looks cheap. It looks plasticky to me. I don't know. Like a 65, 67 Mustang, something like that. I like the, 67
Would you turn that down?
But I'm just not. Aubrey's over here watching the stream. Oh, I'm gonna bust my ass right here on live stream. All right, so I would go Vette. So Proline, you say you would go Vette. Why is that? That's the thing that I want to know. Like, what's your reasoning to want to go Vette other than like the power? And that may be the driving factor, but for me, I don't know. It's just I don't know what to say about it. The Vette's cool, but it's so like generic to me. It kind of looks like a mixture between like a Fiero and almost like a 720 or something to me. Let's see. What else we got? The Vette, since the new Mustang has been the same since 2004. Narango said that. I'm not sure on that. I can't agree with that. The Mustang's completely changed since 2004. I mean, I guess you could kind of argue that the 2005 Mustang, but I like that new Mustang. Look, the new GT500, the front end of that thing is just enormous. It looks to me nothing like the older ones, but I know that's all just a matter of opinion. We got anything come in?
Somebody said Mustang all the way, but I love me a Stingray, 70s and 53 or 57.
Yeah, I mean the older ones are really sweet. They really are.
Thank you.
Mother Foxer. I know who that's in reference to. So Fox fan said Mother Foxer. Sorry guys, the everything's kind of lagging, so everything's kind of coming in at one time. I was a hardcore Mopar fan until I went to Bowling Green. So Forsyth one, if that's how you say that. So what are you now? What kind of fan are you now? Are you a Mustang fan? Like I said, remember, we're probably gonna have some Chevy guys in here, some Ford guys in here tonight, and that's fine. I just want to know if I don't recognize your name. Boatwright Racing, what's up, man? Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Foxer. Can hear you tonight. Yeah, I know. Sorry, we were we were struggling Friday night with the stream, guys. It was bad, as you could see. But we've got the audio figured out. We've got to get this lag. Let me know real quick. Like, are you lagging right now? Is the video freezing up, or is the video rolling on pretty good for you? Nice hats. Yeah. So the funny thing is, my wife made these hats, and she didn't make me one, so I had to steal it from Madison. So I got a hat tonight. Trying to get in the Christmas spirit here. So remember, guys, once again, we do live streams on Sunday night, and the Friday night deal was just kind of a one-off thing, but we're going to try to do this every Sunday. So hold on. So Ron Myers says that the GT500 is just too rice looking for me. Really? I don't think so, man. I think it looks really, really good. I could see to where it might be borderline, but man, that thing is just beautiful. Now I've not seen one in person, so maybe that is the case. But all the pictures that I've seen of the C8 it looks so generic. I don't know. As far as horsepower, this is my thing. I believe that the GT500 with a tune and some really good tires on it and be able to really bump that launch up is just going to be nasty. I mean, what is it? Speed. What's the guy's name? The young guy that's got the new 2020 GT500 out there just killing it right now. That thing's running.
We got 3 people saying that it's lagging.
It's lagging?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can fix that, guys. Stand by. Maybe I won't crash everything. See if I can fix this. All right, so we'll go ahead and do this, and then I'll be right back, see if I can fix this. All right. I can't fix it, guys. I don't know what's going on with it. So it's just going to be a little laggy, I guess. That sucks, but it is what it is. I can't change anything right now. So that's fine. Hopefully you can at least hear the audio. So there should be a manual option for the GT500. Yeah, I mean, I agree. A manual option for the GT500 would be awesome, but at the same time, I mean, these cars are making so much power now that, I mean, it would just be there for nostalgia because you're not going to shift that thing as fast as that new automatic. But, I mean, at the same time, I understand. I mean, I get it, but it's just the way of the world. It's where it's going. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. John Doe. G-Body. So, Joel Henry, you like G-Bodies? Yeah, the DT. So, Ron Meyer says that the DCT will hold the GT500 back. I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I don't think so. So we have a couple people saying that they wish that they would have put a manual in it, but if I'm not mistaken, the VETTE doesn't have a manual either, does it? Is it available in a manual? Mike Hall, what's up? Let's see. Maybe a tune could help. Yeah, let's see what G-Funk's saying. Yeah, the C8 is way just European, for
Mine's
me.
doing better.
Yeah. It's lagging, but it'll be all right, guys. We'll get through this. I promise you that I'll get all these bugs worked out eventually. So yeah, it is what it is with the Vette. I mean, but like eighth mile times, quarter mile times, I'm really curious to see what these things are going to do with a tune and some tires. So Matt McCoy says that he's owned a Fox since he was 14. Really? I would take a Mustang for sure over a Vette. No room in a Mustang compared to a Vette. Yeah. Well, nowadays you hardly have any room in the Mustangs either. That's the thing. But yeah, I mean, I completely understand. What are the two sensors on the top of the engine you mentioned in a recent video to replace when surging idle? Okay, so Shane's got a technical question, and we're going to handle some of those tonight too. Whatever comes across the stream, we'll try to address and handle. So what are the two sensors on a Fox body that need to be replaced if you're having issues with idle? That will be the ECT sensor and the ACT sensor. You need to replace both of those. I think there's a way you can test them, but let's just go ahead and replace them. They're not super expensive, and they'll definitely help. Not so much, I mean, they help with the idle, but your car will run stupid rich forever, and then once it warms up, the car should run good. So if you start your car up and it doesn't run that good, and then you give it like a minute and a half or so, and it starts to clear up and run good, then it's probably going to be those sensors.
Someone said, I'd like to thank you and Andrew for helping me build my first Fox body. It is a 93 GT. I love you. I love it.
Awesome. Hey, that's what we like hearing. We like hearing stuff like that. We're here to help, and right now is a slow time of year for us. I mean, we've talked about it a few times. We're going to do some live streams. I need to be out here working on this car right now, but the deal with this is, and I thought about it today, I was going to get out, turn some wrenches on the car, but look, it's still on jack stands, so I just don't have that drive. I've got some new parts though that I will show you guys. I will show you this off camera here. So all of you should know what this is. So we finally have the correct block plate. Andrew had this damn thing the whole time, by the way. He had it put up. I asked him if he had a block plate. So that's why we didn't put it on that night. So anybody that's been following my videos, we really needed that. All right. Any other questions? I don't want to get too off topic right now. We can do that later.
Mary Foxmas.
Yeah, Mary Foxmas. My prediction is the GT500 will struggle to see nines because of that DCT. I don't know, man. Maybe so, Ron. I mean, what are they running right now in the car? 10.6s? Something like that right now? Shane, we appreciate it. Let's see. On the Trick Flow roller rockers, you had to clear some of them off. Or did you get stock valve covers to clear? So on these Fox bodies, we're talking like stock valve covers. I don't think I have one over here, but the roller rockers will hit the bosses of the valve cover. So on the inside of the valve cover, the roller rockers will hit. So what I did clearance a little bit of the roller rockers just on the edge, just to give them some clearance. But I also just basically cut down the bosses on these valve covers to allow the rockers to move around and not hit it. And it worked out pretty good that way. Now, I had to remove almost all of the bosses in the corners to get them to clear, but it worked. All right, what else? Aubrey, you got to help me out. You're supposed to be reading comments. You're just sitting over there chilling.
Are you going with turbo or supercharger?
We cover this a lot, but we're definitely probably going to go supercharger before we go turbo. Just too much. I don't know. What else? What else we got? Great hats. Thanks, Chet. My wife made them, so.
Thank you,
cool.
Pony 1992, for the super chat.
Pony 1992, man, you're the best. I swear. You are the best. What's up, Brutal? I went in more depth on a comment on your other stream about my swap costs. Yes. So let's address that. Yeah, you're right. So Pony 92, I asked him how much his swap cost, and seems like it was around 5,000, 4 or 5,000. I can't look at it right now. So Pony, down below, let us know well, let me recap real quick for you guys. So I asked Pony 92, what did it cost to do a budget Coyote swap in your Fox body? Because everybody was tossing around like the minimum of like 10 grand to do it. So Pony 92 was like, hey, I did it, and he did it for a lot less. So anyway, check that out. Look down below for Pony 92's answer on that, but it can be done. And also check his channel out, by the way. So if you guys are curious about this and want to know how can I swap a Coyote over into my car for way less money, he can really give you some info on that.
And Joel, I can actually answer this for you. His favorite car is the Calypso.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like the newest toy, right? It's like the newest thing. So for me, the Calypso, yeah, that's probably, I'm just attached to this. I mean, we have got so much work in this thing. We really have. You can't help but get attached to it. But if you put them out side by side, I would probably say the Retro Fox is probably a prettier car. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's kind of a toss-up right now. What else we got? I got to go get a charger. So I got to get a charger for this. Oh, you can go get it. You want to go get my charger? Go get my charger.
I don't know.
It's
your iPhone charger in your...
No, my computer charger.
I don't know what that is.
It's in the boys' room.
It'll take me about 10 minutes because I don't know what it is.
It's a white charger, child. All right, so Aubrey's going to go get my charger so we don't have to pause this thing again. So, Joel, I appreciate that. Yeah, the Retro, it's a clean Fox. It really is. I really like that thing a lot. And I feel like I can go anywhere in the world on it. Let's see. Thank you. I won't have to struggle with that whenever I put my... Yeah, so Smitty, you are going to go with the TFS 11R heads. Those are some really good heads, by the way. I'm stuck in the 80s. Me too. I mean, all of us really, you know, all of us Fox body guys are pretty much stuck in the 80s. Okay, let's get back to the GT500 and Corvette talk here. So, inevitably, the new Mustangs and Corvettes make undeniably, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Make tons of power out of the box. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, they make so much power right now. It's pick your poison. You know, if you're a Ford guy, you know, get the Mustang. If you're a Chevy guy, get the C8. You can't go wrong. I'll admit that. But at the same time, I just don't like the styling of the C8. Now, you know, the C6 Vettes, I like those. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the C6 Vettes. I like the F bodies. So, you know, don't think that I'm just completely biased. I'm not. What type of rear end are you going to use? IRS would be great and different. So, Turbo Man 351, if you're asking about what rear end that we're going to put in this car, we're just going to leave it. I guess that's what you're asking. We did go IRS in my SN car years ago, but I definitely not looking for that heavy pig to be in the back of this car. There again, you'll learn something real quick about me. I'm not a brake guy. And I'm not like a suspension rear end guy. I just want it to look the part, and I need it to stop whenever I hit the brakes. And I don't really care how it handles. A good set of tires is different, though. I do want to set a good set of tires for the rain and stuff like that. That's about as far as I go. Can you make a video for an electric fan? Ugh. So, Raphael, I don't know about the whole electric fan thing. I don't like electric fans. I try to stay away from them if possible because they do fail on you and then you're in a mess. But I don't know. We'll see. If it ever comes up, we'll do it.
Shane Tobin said C5 Z06 way nicer than the newer ones.
Yeah, that C5 Z06 was nasty, man. I love it. Like that red with the black accents and stuff looked really good to me. Fast 1993, what's up, buddy? Go back up and read a couple of those while I plug this in.
Okay.
I'll answer from over here.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm old school. I like Corvettes with flip-up headlights.
Now I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big flip-up headlight fan. I'm not. That's probably one of my least favorite things. But I do not like the conversion. I don't like that at all. All right, I'm going to try something real quick, guys. So just hang tight. I want to see if we can add some music just in the background. This is more of an experiment than anything. I hope it doesn't bust your eardrums to start with. So hold on.
I'm gonna do a side-by-side pictures of the people's fox. Are there any videos out there on rebuilding utility?
All right. It's going to take you guys a second before you probably catch up to this. Let me know if you can hear the music playing in the background. Should be a little bit of Tool kind of back there in the background playing. See if you can hear that. Maybe not. I'm experimenting with some different stuff. What?
Shane's getting fancy with music and all now.
Yeah, we're trying some different stuff out. You know, I like OBS. I like the ability to be able to show you guys stuff, right? So, you know, we're in OBS, and I want to take you over here. If somebody says something stupid, you know, we can just hit them with that. You know, just the ability to be able to interact a little more on live streams is awesome. Also, if you don't know by now, I do have shirts, hoodies, and everything else available. So you can go to teespring.com. So right here are some of the shirts that we have available. I do love that Project Fox t-shirt. Man, if you've not seen that thing, it is awesome. So if you got a Project Fox, anything like that, go ahead and pick one of those up. Coffee mugs, all sorts of stuff, guys. Just look around on there. I did come out with a new design. It's just a new design, new color, the Blue Fox. So anyway, guys, check that out. So yeah, that's why we do that stuff, so we can interact a little bit better. So enough of that. Let's get back to.
Why is mine so far behind?
Why is yours so far behind? I don't know. I don't know what you did.
Old school. The part where you were showing that.
No. Oh wow. Getting fancy with the music and stuff. Yeah, that's right. Will I ever buy a Ford Lightning? So Turbo Man asked if I'll ever buy a Lightning. Man, I would love to have a Lightning. And if I find one at the right price, I would definitely look into it. There's one down the road from me that thing is so clean. It's a red Lightning. Back before I bought the Terminator, actually, I was looking to buy a Lightning. Ended up buying the Terminator instead. When is Ford Takeover this year? So Smitty asks, so if you don't know, Foxcast Media has an event every year in May. Last time it was on May the 4th, so obviously I remember that. But this time it's just going to be sometime later on in May.
Boat Racing said y'all seem to have a really tight family and have a lot of fun.
We do. We are a very tight family. We try to have fun when we can. There's a lot of us. I've got like 20 kids and stuff, so. But actually, if you don't know, I've raised or helped raise a total of 9 kids in my lifetime. I've raised kids ever since I was an adult, so it is what it is. But yeah.
Ever since you were an adult.
Yeah, ever since I was an adult, I've pretty much raised kids till now. You don't get it?
Yeah, I get it. I'm sorry.
All right. What else we got, guys?
There's nothing like the thumpity thump of a nasty cam in a pushrod engine.
I agree. So the sound is another thing that always kind of keeps me going back to the Fox bodies and stuff. It's just that sound. I mean, you can get like the ghost cams and stuff like that. Or it's not a thing, it's a tune. But you can get like the ghost cam tune, and you can add cams to one of these 4-valve cars or something else. But yeah, I'm not big on it. I mean, they sound good, but. So Scott, keep up the good work. Thanks. I appreciate that, brother. Merry Christmas to you. I also have a 95 SN9550 cam intake and the S197 4.6. I love my SN, but it's not even close as far as power and speed. Really? Okay.
Brutal kid raising kids.
I'm telling you, dude, I have raised some kids in my day. So me and 50 Tussin should build a car. I wish we could, man. Rodney's a bad dude, and I've got to get down there and see him and talk to him. He's just, he does his own thing, guys, and I kind of do my own thing. I don't get out, make a lot of events and stuff. I do try to stay up on technology at least a little bit for you guys and try to bring something new. But, I mean, for the most part, I'm kind of like him, man. I just want to sit around and do my own thing, and Andrew comes by and helps me, and that's about it, you know. But yeah,
We have 2 questions.
what we got?
The first one is, Happy Holidays, everyone. Quick question. Is there a difference between a Cobra T5 and a normal Ward class?
Yes, there's if you're talking about a 93 Cobra T5, there's a little bit of a difference. It's a Z-spec or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a transmission guy, but I do know there are some differences. Maybe it may have been reverse synchronized in 93 for that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. Thank you so much, Brad. Merry Christmas to you also. I appreciate that.
Second question.
With the big super chat.
Yeah. Second question. What's your dream car if money was no option?
If money was no option, my dream car.
Object.
Oh, man, you hit me with the hard ones. I'll say like current day right now would be a GT500. I'm not gonna lie to you. That car's nasty. That car's gonna go down in history, guys. You mark my words. It is. It's a nasty car, and if money was no object, I would have that car. Speaking in general, just depends on what day of the week you ask me.
Pocket bearing on Cobra T5.
Pocket bearing on Cobra T5. I can't remember that. What you're talking about on that? Tell me what that is, Turbo Man.
Oh, you got a really good question.
It seems to shift a lot smoother. So, so now you're talking about the 93 Cobra transmission seems to shift a little smoother. So I'll go ahead and answer this. I answer it, I think, in about every live stream. But Buckwright asked, why the name. So back in the day, I had an 03 anniversary edition Cobra. I wanted a custom tag for it. I wanted it to say Brutal. I tried to get it. It was taken. So I changed it up so that it kind of still spelled Brutal. And that's what I come up with. So when I started the channel, I just used that. So that's all it means. Yeah, so a 5.0 Tuscan can power shift the hell out of a T5. He absolutely can. The thing about it is, the thing that gets me about Rodney, the way he shifts, I can shift fast. I mean, I have no issues out there, banging gears. Well, I'll say that. Hold on. Let me back up. I can shift them fast, but occasionally I'm going to miss one. That dude very, very rarely misses, man, and that's what's amazing. Like, you could go out there, you could take most average guy, any average guy can hit a gear that fast, right? Or close to it anyway. But you're going to miss it probably 7 out of 10 times. Rodney's missing it like once every 20 or 30 shifts. He might miss one. So that's what's so impressive. And the fact that he's not breaking them. But another thing, there again, I like to touch on stuff. I go off on rants. But the reason why he's able to keep these transmissions in his car so long is he doesn't put a heavy clutch in the car. And he loads the clutch. You've got to remember, guys, there's a couple things that kill all transmissions. One thing is when you got your foot on the clutch and you're sitting there and you're just revving this car up and you dump the clutch, man, that transmission's got to absorb all of that. So that's obviously one thing that can break them. And another thing that I found through the years, real quick light, I know we got some more stuff, but real quick light through the years, is if you're making a high-speed run, you're running 80, 90, 100, 140 mile an hour, and you pull that thing out of gear and knock it in neutral, man, who knows what's going to happen to that thing. I've had one explode on me doing that. So keep that thing, keep it under a load. Never pull your car out of 5th gear or whatever it is and just put it in neutral if you're, over 100 mile an hour or something like that. That's crazy.
Ultimate build?
Ultimate build. Ultimate build for me will probably be like a 93 Cobra. And I probably shouldn't say this. I know it's going to piss a lot of people off. But like in Dreamland, right, in La La Land, I would take a 93 Cobra and just build the hell out of it. There's one on YouTube that I've been watching. It's like it was an older guy with a red 93 Cobra, and I think it had like a set of Steeda wheels on it. Anyway, it was a built motor, supercharged. Like, that thing was nasty. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but that would be something like I would like to do. Just go all out. Aftermarket block and all, but keep it streetable.
Tricky Nicky, sometimes it be like that.
Yeah.
He said he's always late.
Yeah,
But
hey.
it's okay. Sometimes
It's all
it
right.
be like that.
It's all right. Merry Christmas. It's all right. It's all right. Hey, you're here now. We're going to be on for a little while, so. Still battling this illness. Okay, so I didn't know that. Pony 92. Hope everything's good, brother.
Yeah, feel better.
2000 Mustang GT. Merry Christmas. So, any other talk on the GT500 stuff? You know, anything you guys want to cover? Is anybody in here going to be trying to pick up one once the price goes down? Is anybody wanting to buy one of the C8s?
The 60 times on the GT500 is pretty bad, even with the launch control at like 3,500 RPMs.
What was that again now? Oh, okay, I see it. I see it right here. So the 60-foot time, yeah. Even with the launch, if you're saying that the 60-foot times are actually like bad, as in, you know, not a good time, man, they're on street tires. From what I've seen, it looks pretty good. To me, if you put a set of drag radials on one of those things, it should be pretty quick. Now, can you turn the launch control up, or will it only go to 3,500? I guess that could come out in a tune or something like that. Am I getting Mustang? So Fox fan asked if I'm getting Mustang parts for Christmas. Always. Honestly, I'm always getting something. But I'll show you guys what we got real quick. Let me move some stuff around. My Santa hat's getting in the way. So, as you all know, we do have the block plate. So I want to talk about that here in just a second. But that's one thing that we've got that we got to put on the car. The next thing is we have a brand new starter. So this is the mini starter. Let me ask you guys ahead of time. What all goes into this? I looked it up a while back. But I know there's an extra wire or something you got to run. I mean, I'll do my research on it. But if any of you know, is it a pretty easy swap to put these mini high torque starters on? So yeah, we got that. And then we've got our new flywheel. So I know it's not like, you know, the ultimate Christmas, but that will help, you know, to get this car back on the road. So I wanted just to make sure that we don't have any issues. You know, once we're done with this, we're going to get a new bell housing, as you all know. That's on the way. And we just want to make sure that starter and that flywheel is good and proper engagement. Easy swap on the starter. Okay. So was it just an extra wire or something you got to hook up? I know my dad did it on his car. So your starter gets heat soaked. You have the new mini, or not new mini starter, but you have one of those and it gets heat soaked, John Doe. Okay. Good deal on that. Yeah, I'll check that out. Like I said, I looked at it years ago, but I don't know exactly what wire goes where. I'll have to research it.
Zane Riley said, y'all have the hats. However, I've been off for 3 weeks. Can I bring the beard?
3 weeks? That's all right, though, Zane. You'll be going back to work here pretty soon. And your boy still got about 3 weeks off, so I don't want to hear it, Zane. No, you're not bringing your beard over here.
Mike asked what else has to be done to the People's Box.
So I actually made a video today talking about that, what we're going to do to the car, what's left. I'll touch on it real quick for you guys. So here, scooch over real quick. So let's see what you guys can see. So anyway, we're going to put some suspension on the car. Don't know exactly what we're going to go. We're going to keep it budget, but we're going to try to go good, you know, some good parts. But we're going to do suspension on it, and we're also going to do a 275 drag radial, and then probably upgrade the axles, aluminum drive shaft, a new SVE aluminum radiator, maybe a shot of gas. That's about it. The car's got subframe connectors on it already. We're just going to keep it simple. You know, we're not trying to make 1,000 horsepower here. Look at that. I'm just now catching the feed, and I see I was sitting right in front of the tire that I was talking about. So whatever, we tried. Looking good in the Santa hat. Oh man, Santa hat is awesome. I told my wife I wanted one. I want one with red, green, and white, like all over. I'll wear it. Okay, hold up, guys. I'm trying to read this comment here real quick. White and pink wire under the steering column. Tie into that, and put the little prong into the hot cable on the half-inch bolt. Huh. Are you talking about? I don't know if you can see it. Are you talking about that wire? Tie that into the pink. Okay. Either way, I'm gonna research it. I know it's an easy swap. I just got to check into it. That's what you're talking about.
I don't really think that Andrew doesn't like. I don't really think he likes us anymore because he.
Yeah, Andrew's always working, man. He's out there chasing that dollar right now. California Kev, late as always. It's all right. We're gonna be here for a little while. We need to check the battery on the phone before too long, though.
My phone?
Do we run quarter mile or eighth mile? We run eighth mile around here. There is a quarter mile track in Montgomery, Alabama, which is about an hour and a half away for us. But I mean, we go there sometimes. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Guys, I've not raced anything in, 2 years probably? Other than some street racing, I've not been to the track in about 2 years. We used to live at the track. I used to do that all the time, but just hadn't really had anything. The yellow car is not set up for the track. That would be ugly to take it to the track right now. It wouldn't go anywhere. It probably wouldn't even run a 9 in the 8th. But we're going to get back to that.
Do you run 1/4 or 1/8?
That's what I just answered.
Okay.
That would be quarter or eighth already. Still a beautiful car and enjoyed the process of the build. So, Mike, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a pretty car. It is. I'm very happy with it. You know, there's times whenever I wish I'd have just painted it 93 Cobra Teal. There's some changes that I might would make if I went back, but very little. I'll tell you one thing, though, that has killed me. These light-colored seats in this car, because you guys know I went with the gray seats. Man, if you breathe on those things, they stain. So those may be up for sale at a discounted rate. So if somebody, not right now, but at some point, if you're interested in the Corbeau seats, just let me know, and I'll probably do something with those at some point, and I'll just put some black ones in it. So, okay, I got you. All right, now I remember now. So Pony 92. So basically, the starter has its own solenoid, and you're basically just sending a signal wire to the starter, correct? Instead of through the solenoid, if I'm not mistaken. You're right. I remember now. I knew it would kind of come back to me. Am I a Christian? Well, I don't really know how to. I'm kind of agnostic, if you really want to know the truth. But yeah, I grew up, a Christian. Why did I answer that? That's something I should have just skipped over. But so what brand tires are you going? Hold on. Where did that go? What brand tires on the Calypso? 28, 26. So we're going to be going with a 40 series 275. So it'll be a 26-inch tall tire, something like that. I'm definitely not going to go a 28-inch tall tire. Thank you, Fake Snake. I appreciate that. And yes, Merry Christmas, Ryan, and everybody else. So Zane asked. Zane's a good friend of mine, by the way, guys. I like to tell you whenever you see these guys in here. So Zane is a friend of mine. Do I enjoy bike or car racing more? To be honest with you, I probably enjoy bike racing more. That was kind of my calling. I was really better at bike racing than racing cars. I don't know. Yeah, probably bike racing. I enjoyed it more. Unless you're talking about street racing, that's different. It's different. Too deep. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Merry Christmas, guys. So yeah, this might be our last stream. until after Christmas. I'm not sure on this.
What do you do for a living?
No, somebody didn't.
Yeah.
Who asked that?
That would be Joel.
Joel? Yeah, we don't really. We've already stepped. We already stepped off in one hole. I'm not gonna step off in another one tonight on what I do. Okay, so we got two Rileys in the house. So Cobras, LXs, and GTs. His last name is Riley too. My stream is behind. Yours is quicker than mine.
Mine's way behind.
Have I ever seen Tool in concert? No, but I want to. I really want to. I'm not really a concert goer. We've got around here. We've got Tallahassee. We've got Mobile. We've got Panama City. Those are some of the bigger venues. Montgomery, some other ones too. But they're always around here. I need to go.
He rises kids.
Yeah, that too. All right, read some comments out. Oh yeah, by the way, is the Tool still playing in the background? Can anybody hear Tool in the background?
Let me just quickly figure that out.
But another thing.
No.
There again,
You cannot.
No. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can turn that up just a little bit. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right. See if anybody can hear that now. Yeah, so that's what I heard, man. Tool is awesome in concert. So what do I think will happen to Fox Body Classic cars in the next 50 years or so? Man, that's hard to say, to be honest with you. Who knows what the next big thing will be? I got a feel Fox bodies are doing pretty good right now and they're pretty hot, but you all know no music to be heard of. Okay, I'll turn it up in just a second just to see because I'm curious. But who knows what the next big thing will be? Right now, Fox bodies are, and you know how that goes, man. When you're hot for a while, eventually you're gonna burn out, and so I don't know if Fox bodies will always be in or not. I don't know. Sounds like rain. So can you guys hear the rain in the background? I love Pantera, by the way.
Let me see if we can hear it.
Art.
This is so behind. It's all the way down at the end.
Why did you turn it down? Pantera. So you're talking about the car Pantera, not the band. But either way, both are awesome. I would love to have a Pantera. Good. Have you guys seen the price of those things? All right, you guys got to be hearing some Tool in the background right now. It's got to be. I can see it. Either way, we're going to leave it the way it is for now. We're not going to mess with it. Okay, what's the biggest tire without touching anything on a Fox? Honestly, like, it depends on the wheel, but a 275 on a 10-inch wheel it will rub sometimes. It just depends, but that's about as big as you're going to get away with.
They can hear it now.
Okay, music is on. Is it too loud? Need to turn it down? What's the deal? Guys, we are literally about, 30, 45 seconds behind. So everything that I'm asking you right now, yeah, you won't hear it for another 30 seconds. Oh, let's see. What's up, Garrett? If you guys don't know, Garrett was on the live stream. You want to do that off camera over there? Take care of that. So, what got into you? Wow. That was like 20 sneezes in 30 seconds. So Garrett was on the live stream with us Friday. Did a very good job, by the way. I appreciate the help on that. Where did your comment go?
With who's Garrett?
Yeah.
It says, just tapping in, had to watch an Arby's ad. May leave you to get a beef sandwich.
Yeah, you should do that.
Bye, Garrett.
So Zane asked, what do I think about the Tesla? Man, that Tesla is ridiculous. All the Tesla stuff is ridiculous. Man, I've talked about this before. If you want to know the future of these cars, somebody just asked earlier, where do you see these cars in 50 years? Well, in 50 years, there will be no gas burners around. There will be no combustible engines. I mean, you can pretty much count on that. Or there will be some still, I'm sure, but they'll be phased out. Battery power is where it's at, man. Battery technology's really come a long ways, and if you guys aren't keeping up with it, you know, look into the solid state stuff. That's what's really going to take us to the next level with all this battery stuff. You guys know, and I'm pretty sure almost every one of you will agree, if you've done any research, if you have plenty of battery power and your batteries never ran out, then batteries will be the way to go as far as vehicles go, right? I mean, pretty much it's that simple. It's a lot easier to work on, but the problem has always been how long the batteries last. Well, they're working on that right now, and as soon as we can get some of these solid state batteries really doing what they're supposed to do, that's going to be it. Turn it up to 11. So, Shane, I guess everybody can hear a little bit of the music in the background. The music is just right, and you can hear it perfect. All right, cool. I'm doing an SSP clone on my 87 coupe. Now, that's cool. That's something you don't see a lot. So, SSP clone. I can respect that. What goodies are coming from LMR for Christmas? So, Ryan asked that. Man, I wish we were getting a big delivery of parts, but nothing right now. We've got some money left over from the channel that we kind of got to decide what we're going to do with. I guess I could ask you guys that. Anybody's been following the channel for a while. Let me see. I'll tell you what. Well, no, I'm not going to take you around. I was going to take you around the car and kind of just look it over real quick. What would you guys like to see bought for this car? Now, I'm talking realistic stuff. You know, like $1,000 less type stuff. What would you guys like to see on the channel? What do we need to do? Wow, this stuff. You're going to have to help me on these. Does Andrew do a lot of street racing? No, not anymore. We don't really do that anymore, guys. I'm not saying that we won't, but if we do, it'll be in a if we do, it's a little more controlled, back roads, late, something like that. But no, we don't really do that anymore. So Brandon's daughter is also named Aubrey. Her birthday is tomorrow. Awesome. Well, happy birthday, Aubrey.
Happy birthday, Aubrey.
Hey, $295 on 18 by 10 rolled. Yeah, so we were talking about the tires, what fits. I mean, you can fit a really wide tire under these cars if you're willing to beat and bang a little bit. Favorite stroker, small block or big block? Favorite stroker is probably going to be a 393 or either like out of a Windsor or a 331. 331 is probably my favorite. They're just easy. Make good power, turn up really good. Pearl Jam. So, yeah, I'm a big Pearl Jam fan. I don't know what you guys were talking about, but I saw Pearl Jam there. Love me some Pearl Jam. Probably my favorite song from Pearl Jam is Garden, actually, or Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town. Stang Domination. Okay. Stang Domination doing an SN95 Mach 1 swap in her 4-eyed. Yeah, that's awesome. I've actually been looking into that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they're just now getting you sneezing on camera. Yeah. The Eastwood fender roller does help. Baseball bat works too if you know what you're doing. You got to take your time with it. But look, guys, you got to take your time with that Eastwood fender roller too.
Would you do a 5-lug swap?
Would I do a 5-lug swap? I mean, I'm not against it, but it's just not something I'm going out there looking to do just because the option of more wheel options, better brakes. I mean, I get it, but at some point we probably will. I'm an alternative guy. Yeah, so Cobra's, LXs, and GTs says the same thing. He's an alternative guy. Obviously, I am too. Love it. Listen to Spotify. I found the other day listening. So, Shane, what are you talking about? What did you find the other day? Pearl Jam? What looks better to me, tailpipes or dumps? So, Garrett asked the question. It depends on what it is. Pretty much, I like a coupe with tailpipes just because it's kind of supposed to have them, but I'm good if it has dumps on it. 93 Cobra needs to have tailpipes on it to complete the look. But there again, I mean, dumps are okay there. As far as like a GT or something like that, yeah, dumps all day.
Billy Webb said Calypso Colon is begging for a Vortex S-trim.
I agree. Man, this thing's going to have to get a Vortex on it at some point, so we're going to have to find one. Am I still doing a no? I didn't answer I didn't answer the question before I even read it out. So Jay asked, "Am I still doing a 90 to 93 steering wheel swap?" I talked about that today, actually. Hold on just a second.
He'll be back. You want me to go get her?
Well, she shouldn't be walking around, but I can go check on her. Yeah. So yeah, this thing's been sitting up here ever since we painted the car. So, as you can see, we do have a pretty good steering wheel that come out of my car. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I know it would complete the look of the 93 Cobra clone, but I don't know. I think we're going to leave what we got for right now. Let me ask you guys a question. Can you still run that steering wheel with tilt? What do I think about IRS? Man, I hate them. I owe them so much money right now. No, seriously, the IRS and a Fox body, it's cool, but it's a lot of work. I don't know, guys. I'm not really big on the IRS stuff. I try to get rid of it as soon as possible. So, Brutal Music Spotify playlist. Yeah. So there again, if you guys don't know, go check out my playlist on Spotify. I've got a lot of the stuff, from the 80s, 90s, stuff like that. So Zane Riley says, big block dumps, small blocks better with straights. Yeah, that's true. Now, Zane's dad's got a ridiculous Camaro. Zane's dad's car that Camaro ran the streets back in the day. I mean, that was, seriously, guys, one of the fastest cars around here. And he still got it to this day. I'll have to get a picture of that. Zane, you'll have to get me a picture of that. We'll have to get it on the live stream one day. Still got that car. It's awesome. As far as you know, you can't run that wheel with tilt. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was the case, so I have to change out the whole steering column. No, you can't run it. Okay. So, yeah, we'll probably just leave what we got for now. You have to change the column. Okay. IRS is extortion. Just ask Zane, right? Thank you, Tricky Nikki. Yeah, that playlist, man, it took me a while. Zane helped me, actually. It's funny. Zane helped me with the playlist a little bit at work one day, and some other guys. So we worked on that thing for weeks trying to piece it all together.
It wasn't
Oh, okay.
She
Spotted a good-looking fox today. Check your phone. I can't check my phone right now, Garrett, but I will. So I was talking about building a drag car. Will it be a hatch or a notch? It'll probably be a hatch. I'd prefer a notch if I was going to be building a drag car, but they're so expensive, so we'll probably just build a hatch. This very well may be our drag car, though. I mean, it could turn into that, and simply because it's not a real Cobra, obviously. So, I mean, it's not going to be worth anything. So we may just turn that into there. Air ride. So Jamie asked about air ride. Man, I like air ride. I'm not going to sit here and bag on it. But seriously, air ride's fine, man. If you got air ride, that's cool. No issues with it whatsoever. How's Andrew's black car still? Is it still C4? What's the setup as of now? So, yeah, Andrew's little black car is still a C4 for now, and he absolutely hates it. So he's going to be getting rid of that at some point and going to something else. But, I mean, the car still runs. He's not motivated to do anything with it, guys. My 92 Mustang shakes when I get over 60 mile an hour. The steering wheel starts to shake violently. Man, there's a bunch of different reasons it could do that. If the steering wheel is shaking, more than likely it's an issue up front. Probably just a tire out of balance or something like that. It could be still a drive shaft or universal joint, something like that. It just depends. There's a bunch of different things that could cause that. A knot in the tire. I've even seen the rotor get corrosion behind it or something like that, and the damn wheel not pull up tight and even. So, I mean, there's all sorts of factors in that. Tie rods could be a little bit of an issue.
Shane said, "Don't cut the Calypso up too much to make it into a drag car." Ugh, I'm cringing already.
No. We wouldn't cut the car up and make it into a drag car. No. Understand, I will never own another Trailer Queen. If this thing can't be driven to the store and I can't get out and drive it, we're not doing that. I'm not going there. I could care less about having a car like that. So it will always be streetable, or else it just won't be. Yeah, we're not doing that. All right, guys, give me just a second. Go in here. Let's see where it is. Go in here, take care of some business real quick. I'll be right back. Give me about 1 minute. All right, we are back. Oh, okay. What we got, Aubrey?
Nick said, I can't believe Yellow Wolf is sitting. We need an update vid.
Yeah, so Yellow Wolf is definitely still sitting right now, and it's driving me crazy. I thought about going over there today, actually, and picking it up and doing something with it. But I'm off for about 20 days, or, well, not quite now, but we'll probably go back over there and get it. Let's see. Yeah, so the vlog intro music that you hear, Shane says it reminds him of X-Files for some reason. It's obviously, a take on Stranger Things. It's just a remix. At the time, I wanted a Stranger Things sound, but just couldn't find it. So I kept searching and finally got that. So it's like a remixed, more upbeat version. So yeah, if you guys don't know, like if I need to take a break or something like that, I need to go blow my nose or whatever the case may be, then I'll, kind of click the button and it'll say we'll be back. Well, I'll be right back, but that way you don't have to watch a blank screen back here. That's all that was. I got a couple people kind of wondering what was going on there.
Mod motor content.
Yeah, we gotta get Yellow Wolf back. I mean, we gotta get some mod motor content for sure. Man, I hope that thing's doing good. It had some E85 in the tank, so we may be doing a new fuel system on it. I don't know. Name 3 basic rules of street racing. Well, one, don't be a damn snitch if you're going to be out there doing that stuff. Another is never race anybody that's inexperienced. Don't race, especially with higher horsepower cars. And the other is just have a sense of, I don't know, just be smart about it. That's the thing. You don't just go out there and don't be out there racing with little kids and stuff. I don't know. What else we got?
That's it. Haha. Hilarious.
All right, guys. Post them up. Post them if you got them. You gonna scroll back see if you see anything?
Fox fan said I can't even get my kid to get motivated to wash his car.
Hey, it's tough sometimes. It is. Look, I'm not motivated. I need to be out here right now. I got parts for this car that I need to be installing and doing. So I get it, and kids are kids.
Ooh, what does brutal mean?
Yeah, no sandbagging. Actually, you know what, man? I feel like if you're good at it, I like to sandbag a little bit. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm going to shake your hand I'm gonna tell you how awesome your car is, and chances are you might not get everything out of my car the first time. It just depends. It just depends. But yeah, I mean, sandbagging sometimes it sucks, but it's part of the game too.
Have you ever done a rate your viewers ride video?
No, Shane, we talked about that I think in the other live stream. I don't really want to get into doing that because I try to be very pleasant on camera. In real life, I'm the same guy, but I cuss a lot, and I have like. I don't like everybody's Fox body. You know what I mean? Like, just because it's a Fox body doesn't mean, ooh, I love it. So I really don't want to get into doing videos like that. I really don't, because there's a lot of stuff that I don't like, but I have to remind myself to, hey, it's not my car, so, appreciate what other people do and let them do their thing. So I don't want to get into the whole rating people's cars, because, yeah, you might not want to hear what I got to say. And then again, I don't know, you might want to hear it. What's my daily? So Nick asked, what's my daily? It is a 2003 Yukon XL. Love that thing. Paid $1,400 or something like that for it. Love it.
Matthew said, Merry Christmas, bro. I got waffles to cook.
You got waffles to cook? Go cook them waffles.
Yes.
Absolutely. I need to be in there eating something myself. Turbo Fox or Pro Charged Fox? As far as ultimate horsepower goes, turbocharged. But if I had to own it and I had to do the upkeep on it, it'd be Pro Charged. How much horsepower is the Calypso Fox pushing? We don't know, but probably 285, somewhere around there. Maybe 300 at tops. Not at the wheels. That's at the crank.
Run what you brung, and hopefully you brought enough.
That's right. As far as rules of street racing go, run what you brung. It is what it is. Don't come out there crying because your car's not fast enough. Nobody wants to hear all that. You get out there, you get out run. It is what it is. I'm the type guy I always like to do more with less. I like to come out with less car and try to beat the faster cars. That's just what I like to do. And a lot of people get butthurt over that, but it is what it is. You take your lumps. Let's see.
One-piece headlight on a Fox is like a pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, so Garrett mentioned the one-piece headlights. There again, this is where I get hateful. I would never put one-piece headlights on my car. Ever, ever, ever. I would rather just set fire to the whole car. But I got to understand, it's easier for some people sometimes. These damn things are hard to get in the line up. And a lot of people don't like the way the 3-piece or the 6-piece, whatever you want to call them, don't like the way they look. So I got to respect that. But I have my opinions about it too. And there are some one-piece headlights out there that look pretty good. I've seen some. Tell Andrew a real street race car doesn't shift itself. Yeah, well, this is the deal. Whenever you come out there, it's like we talked about. It's run what you brung. So, hey, that automatic helps out sometimes. There's a lot of stuff people should know about their cars. Yes, Shane, there he is. All right, Nick, what you got going on here? I don't know if I have any mods in here today. Hey, can I give a shout out? Yeah, sure, that's fine. Nick, go ahead. No Regrets Garage. Check him out. Like I said, guys, I don't really get all butt hurt about giving shout outs and you posting links to stuff. I mean, don't just spam some crap that has nothing to do with cars, but damn, anybody that's trying to do this is trying to get anything that they can right now, and you got to get ahead where you can, man. And if somebody has a platform and you're able to share your stuff on it and it helps you out, then go for it. I'm all for that. Is the video frozen, guys? I don't know. It's just somebody asked. It's going to freeze from time to time. Let me see.
I fake snake so that the airbag can
All right, guys. We still have audio, I think. So let me go in here, check something real quick. We'll be right back.
I'll stay here. Jamie, the older I get, the more I like an automatic. You right. Is it still frozen, guys? Like, still frozen?
All right. phone died. So. Sorry, we'll get it back up in just a second, guys. Any other questions that we can answer in the meantime?
Garrett said, bet you won't shout out your time slip.
I don't care. I will.
People are saying that it's frozen.
Yeah.
Still.
It won't be for long. 20 seconds.
20 seconds, guys. My screen is frozen and Aubrey does not look impressed. Haha.
All right, we should be back up here. Second.
Is it that cold over there?
All right, guys, stand by. Let's see. All right, let's give it a quick test. Man, this is slow. Also, Zane, Riley, you can't be blowing my phone up whenever I'm using it for video. as soon as I cut my phone back on, it was blowing up.
They said it's back.
All right, it's back. Good deal. We're good now.
50-50.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Aubrey's a pretty good sport. So, yeah, she might look bored, but she was all about this live stream earlier. She's getting her stuff together and coming out here, so I think that's pretty cool. Madison, I can't get her out here, and I know she's inside watching this right now on the TV. Madison, next time, you're coming out here.
Aw.
She needs to. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, man, anytime. You know, that's like I said, that's the thing. Post if you've got a channel, if you got something like that. I don't mind. Post it in the stream now. Can't guarantee you anybody will ever click on it, but hopefully they will. Who you texting? Who you talking to? Doral, what's up, man? Merry Christmas from Georgia. Anything else? Because this is behind. Trim those arms. What? Look at that. I actually did. But, you know, during the wintertime, obviously everybody likes to wear sweaters and jackets and stuff. I can't because it pulls the hair on my arms. So usually in the wintertime, I'll shave my arms down to clip them down so that I can wear a jacket and it not bother me.
Shane said, I can't wait to get my daughter involved. My son is always in the garage with me. Love seeing family involved.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, having your family involved makes it so much better. It just does. I mean, as you can see, it's just so much easier when Aubrey comes out here. She helps read the comments and stuff like that. So I love it. So Cobras, LXs, and GTs, yeah, check him out. I suppose that is the name of your channel. All right, guys, we are a little over, I think, an hour here. Yeah, a little over an hour. We're going to kind of keep this one short. Any more talk about the GT500 stuff or C8 stuff or whatever the case may be, go ahead. Hit me with it now. Let's talk about it.
Boat Right Racing said check motor mounts.
Yeah, he's probably talking about somebody else. Probably about the vibration, maybe. So Abraham says, thanks for the inspiration. He almost quit on his 91 GT. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad that you got back out there and worked through it, but we all have to do it. And you guys inspire me just like I inspire you. I'm just a guy, right? I can get on here and I can sound super inspiring and then, you know, behind closed doors not do anything. But I push myself. I get on here and I talk to you guys, and because I tell you that you need to do these things, then I hold myself to that standard. So behind closed doors, I'm still trying to do the same thing. But hey, I don't wake up every day wanting to do it. But there again, that ties into the whole passion thing versus motivation. You know, passion and motivation are not the same thing.
What do you recommend for power steering pumps? Everything is rebuilt and unreliable.
Power steering pumps. I just used one from the parts house, but I think everybody recommends the Ford power steering pump.
Merry Christmas to you too and your family, Matt.
Yep. So what about the Mach-E? The Mach-E is going to be nasty, and that's pretty much going to be the future of cars. You can bank on that. Let's see, GT500 all the way. Yeah, so the color change on the Calypso is ridiculous, and I can turn these lights right now, and you'd be surprised. I'll show you. Watch. You know, it changes just that quick.
What's it like not having snow?
Nick asked, what's it like not having snow? It kind of sucks in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit of snow. Now, I don't want to live in that crap all the time like some of you guys have to, but yeah, a little bit here and there would be great.
And what's even more sad is that where we actually live at, for the last, 3 or 4 years that we've been living here, all we had for Christmas is hot weather, not even cold weather.
Yeah.
Now, this year it's supposed to be at least 68 degrees.
Yeah, last Christmas it was 80 degrees here. Now, that's not typical. It's usually not like that. Somewhere around Christmas time, usually you're in high 40s in the day, something like that. But past couple years, it's been like 80.
Demon Fox had his first fire today.
What? What happened with Demon? T-Web, talk to me. What happened with Demon Fox? Sorry, guys. I'm caught up in this now. Hope it wasn't anything bad. Yeah, so T-Web said here in Illinois we don't usually have snow for Christmas. I've actually been up that way looking for snow around Christmas. And so how far are you, T-Web, from Metropolis? Been there a couple times. Awesome channel, thanks. Thank you, Jamie. My Teal 93 Cobra seems to change colors as well. And see, that's the thing. That was the whole mindset with this car, with going with the Calypso, is the 93 Cobra Teal changes, as you know, from blue to green. So it has these colors in it, and they only come out like in certain lights. They have a green look. It almost looks Calypso. So there again, not to rehash everything, but that was part of the reason why I chose to go Calypso. Was I wanted more of that green look, but on camera, what sucks about it is on camera this car looks teal most of the time.
T-Web said he's 40 minutes from Chicago.
40 minutes from Chicago. Oh boy, that's that's on up there. Yeah. All right, what do we got here?
Is Demon Fox okay, T-Web? Like, he's okay, right?
So J-Rock, is that my J-Rock? Is that you, Jonathan? John? Foxes are the best in my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. They really are. They're such a versatile platform. You really can't beat them. Now, I mean, you got to like the looks of the car. I get that. But I personally, obviously, like the looks of a Fox body. And if you were to put, if you put, say, a Coyote engine in one of these cars and you really go through it, update the interior a little bit, I mean, you've got a car that'll be on the road for as long as you want to drive it. I mean, and I think they're tasteful. I like the cars myself.
T-Web said Demon Fox started the turbo car for the first time today. Car ran fine. First fire of engine. He's okay,
first
though.
fire,
Yeah.
first fire up, like the engine start. Okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. I just need to go check the channel out. Okay, I didn't see that. Go inside and get warm. Yeah, it's not that cold out here right now. It's probably, I don't know, what's the temperature?
Currently does not say. Hold on.
Yeah, it's not that cold here right now. Just in the 50s probably. My uncle just sold his teal 93 Cobra just because he didn't like the color. Oh, man. That sucks, Shane.
It is currently 53 degrees.
Yeah, 53 degrees here. Opinions on show-only Foxes. I'm not big on anything that's show-only except for some cars. I mean, I understand that you kind of have to do that. And say if it's like a 93 Cobra R, you know, I get that. You don't want to take that car out and beat the hell out of it. But it depends. You know, there again, I like to play devil's advocate. Man, I see both sides of everything. I understand that for somebody that's got a lot of money in a car, you don't want to take it out there and get rock chips all over it and get door dings and stuff like that. Maybe you're satisfied by just looking at the car in the garage. Ultimately, it comes down to, you know, what do you want out of your car? Are you happy? Are you content going out in the garage or wherever you got it and looking at it? If that makes you happy, then so be it. If you hate the fact that you got to leave it in the garage, then get the damn thing out of the garage and drive it. You know what I mean?
What's the best catback for a 93 Cobra?
Best catback for a 93 Cobra? I personally like the, well, Mac doesn't really make a catback. I think all Mac does is go to pro dumps or to the dumps. But I love a pro chamber with Mac mufflers. I just am not sure. I think you'd have to put the tailpipes on separately, but that's probably one of my favorite combinations.
Hey, Demon Fox. We were actually just talking about you.
Oh, Demon's in the house?
Yes.
What's up, man?
Demon's
So Demon, tell us about this new startup. If you guys don't know, go over to Demon Fox 5.0. Check him out on YouTube. This guy's doing some stuff. He's got a Turbo Fox, and from what I understand, just fired it up today. Sorry, Demon, I am behind on keeping up with everybody, man. Congratulations on that, though. 55 here in Houston. Yeah, it's about the same here. Worst thing for a car is sitting. So, Matt McCoy, you are absolutely correct. That's the worst damn thing you can do to any car. A boat, a car, a motorcycle, anything. Let it sit up. They'll tear themselves up. Best thing you can do is get it out and drive it.
To your yellow one.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening with the yellow one. But I do go there and drive it some. Merry Christmas, Dean. I agree. Trailers are for boats. Yeah, you know, I'm not all against taking a trailer to the track, but a trailer, when you take that trailer to the track, you know, your car and your trailer, that trailer just needs to be there as a stretcher.
Demon said, hey, brother, internet sucks, but I will have a bid up.
Good deal. Good deal. Maybe I didn't spoil anything, then. Uh-oh. Hopefully not. We might have had the inside on that.
Yeah.
What's up, Demon? Demon in the house. Everybody give Demon a shout out. Most people know who Demon is. All right. See what else we got.
Demon says she's running rich, but she fired off.
Demon, what are you running as far as ECU? Are you running the Mega Squirt in your car? Is that what that is? And if so, how do you like it? Ugh. Yeah, Demon Fox is the man, by the way. So, what kind of car? I guess you're asking Robert what kind of car is she going to have? I don't know. She's only got a year, so she's probably not going to get any of my Fox bodies. I'm still too attached.
Maybe one day, though.
Maybe. We'll see. I doubt it.
He said micro squirt.
Oh,
Still
okay.
need to learn how to tune.
Yeah, me and you both. I almost ordered my micro squirt last night, actually, but I don't know if I'm going to do it just yet. But we're definitely going to go micro squirt on this car. I know people have been talking about the Pimp X stuff and Holly stuff, but man, the micro squirt will do everything I need it to do. Plus, that auto tune does work. What?
Garrett. So where's my
What?
brutal bikini merch?
What is Garrett talking about? Hey,
Garrett.
there's some bikini merch on there. If you go look around, Garrett, you can find something. I'm sure.
Garrett's so stupid.
He is stupid.
That's why me and Aubrey
So-
got you that Christmas present yesterday.
So TP, I have a mega. You have a Mega Squirt and gonna switch to Holly, I think. So go ahead and tell me why you want to switch to a Holly TP. What are the benefits? I think for what I'm going to be doing for a street car, I think the Micro Squirt will be just fine for what I'm doing. Black Knight Mustang lifestyle in the house. Is about time. All right, hold the damn phones. Everybody stop right now. Check out Black Knight Mustang lifestyle on YouTube. That's my boy Ant. Love his videos. Love it. The guy is just a trip. I'm telling you. He's got a really nice Mustang too, by the way. It's good to see you over here, Black Knight. Good to see you.
Smitty asked what a micro squirt is.
We're talking about computers, ECUs, or whatever other terminology you want to call it, but computers for layman term. Tricky Nicky said, would I ever consider a 60s Mustang or Cougar? Now, I do like the Cougars. We had a Cougar back in the day, and I don't think we have any pictures of it I'd show you guys. But we had a Cougar back in the day, and I love that car. So, yeah, I'd be all for that. And you guys got to remember, I mean, I've got a 65 Fastback. It's not mine, per se. Title's not in my name. It's my dad's, but it was the car I drove in high school, and we have that available to us to build on the channel if we want to. So, Demon, you say best way to go for the money, so that's your opinion on the Micro Squirt? Jamie, I appreciate that. Thank you. Holly's on a level above Micro Squirt, but most certainly they will work. Well, that's kind of the thing, guys. Like, for what I'm doing for a street car, I don't see why the Micro Squirt, Mega Squirt won't work. I mean, I know the Holly stuff is way more advanced, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, so TP, that's another thing that I obviously have to learn more of. I do know a little bit about tuning. I work with Hunter tuning on the yellow car. Learned a little bit, but just probably enough to be dangerous. But luckily that auto tune, from what I see, does work decent. Yes, on the micro. Okay, cool. Nice, bro. Yeah, Black Knight Mustang, man. That's my boy right there. Demon Fox, I think you've met Black Knight. I know Pony 92 has. A lot of us guys have met Black Knight. He goes to all the events and everything else. Ant is a trip. G-Funk met him. Why does nobody talk about SVT contours? I don't know. I don't know on that. Get a Pro-M management system, trust me. Okay. All right, well, I might check into that. Just enough to be dangerous, exactly. Luckily, though, I think that auto-tune will kind of save you as long as you're, smart with it. I just want to get rid. The main reason I want to go to a Micro Squirt is to get rid of the mass air meter and all that. That way we can change injectors on the fly and just work around it. You don't have to buy. You don't have to spend that extra money of getting everything calibrated. Pro-M, way too expensive. Yeah, so Demon Fox, I have checked out Cleaver BMF. I like that guy's channel. He's got a lot of knowledge, by the way. And there's a lot of YouTubers out there, man, that I watch. I mean, obviously, all of us Mustang guys are going to probably watch them, about the same amount of people. The same people, I should say. And, yeah, Cleaver BMF is a bad dude. He runs a micro, too. So he did the... he's got a... what is it? A Windsor with Cleveland heads. I mean, hence the name Cleaver. I know he did anyway. Hey, JC, I hear you, buddy. Brian, Brian, I appreciate that. Thank you. He says best Mustang channel, period. I don't know about that, but we do appreciate you being here.
G-Funk said that brutal, that fake turbo noise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Black Knight had it going on with that fake turbo noise. But that thing sounded cool, though, man. Anyone with stock EFI would be better off going with the ProFlow EFI. Yeah, Proline. See, I don't know a lot about that, to be honest with you.
I'll be right back.
When should you update the computer and get your car tuned? Well, so this is the thing. We learned a long time ago that you don't have to go out and get custom tunes and stuff like that for these cars. You know, heads, cam, intake, up to like a 24-pound injector. You can get away. You can get away with not getting a custom chip, computer, tune. Should you? Yes. I mean, you always should go get a tune if you want the absolute most out of your car. But for us, hey, it works, right? And it's like I told you guys, I'm all about trying to figure out what works for the cheapest way possible. And I've had many of these cars with heads and cam and all that stuff, and you've used the stock computer and no tune. But you should go get it tuned if you're actually asking me that. So the Pimp ECU on the 351 turbo car right now, love it. So you said you have a Mega Squirt on the shelf. You know, I've heard a lot about that, saying that basically the Mega Squirt, Micro Squirt is just outdated, and it may be. But guys, does it work? That's the question. Will it work for a street car? Be honest with me. If you have this set up, let me know. I mean, is it worthwhile for a street car guy that's just got heads, cam, intake, and maybe a little supercharger? Should be fine, right? Cigars, booze, and news in the house. That's another one. Guys, go check out my buddy, Big D. Cigars, booze, and news. Man, if I had a cigar right now, Big D, I'd light it up. He sits around, he does reviews on cigars and just news and stuff like that. Love Big D, man. Go check him out over there. So Demon says that's why he went micro, because because of the speed density stuff. That's exactly right.
Someone said your video is frozen.
Yeah, we'll see. No, it's back. 5.0 Tussin versus Brutal. Yeah, we might have to do something like that. Love the intro and the videos. Thank you. What are your thoughts on buying a 4-cylinder to 5.0 converted car as a project? So let me make sure I'm understanding this right. So what are my opinions on buying a 4-cylinder car that's been converted to a 5.0? If so, yeah, absolutely, go for it. I mean, look, these cars are versatile. Buy whatever you can get. If you can only find a 4-cylinder within your price range, I'm just saying, hypothetically, then buy a 4-cylinder car, and as you get the money, throw a 5.0 or something like that in. Remember, guys, you can still get these engines complete out of Explorers, out of old Mercuries, stuff like that, Ford trucks. I mean, these motors are around, so go get yourself a 4-cylinder car, pull it out, throw you a 5.0 in it, and you'll be good to go. Now, some of the newer stuff is a little bit different, but it will all work. You'll still have yourself a 5.0 engine. Yeah. Thank you, Big D. I do need another cigar. Big D brought me a cigar not too long ago. Brought me a nice acid. And I realized real quick that I was not probably ever going to be an avid cigar smoker, but I did enjoy it though. And there's just certain times whenever you could go for one. Tonight's one of those nights. I could definitely go for a cigar. So does 89 GT500 is asking, does anybody have any opinions on Blueprint crate engines? From what I understand, if you're talking about the company, Blueprint Industries or whatever it is, pretty good stuff. But I guess maybe that's just a generic statement. I'm not sure. All these computers work fine. It's about how much money you want to spend, honestly. Yeah, I agree, JC. I'm going to get this light out of my face. I know it probably looks better, but get this light out of my face. Just a little bit. Whew, that's a little better. What is the fastest top speed in the Terminator? Let's see. Let me think. Well, whatever. I don't know, honestly. The speedometer register is 160, and I buried that back whenever it was stock blower. I don't think the car would run 160. I don't know. It was stock gears and all, so it was probably somewhere around 140 or realistically, I don't know. I'm not much on top speed runs anymore, guys. As I get older, I realize just like that's where you kill yourself. You know, you get out there on the road and you take off in first gear and you slam second and the car runs off in the ditch and hits a tree. More than likely, you're probably going to be okay. It's a good chance. You get out there in fifth or sixth gear, turn loose. That's it, buddy. There's no coming back from that. So we try not to do that anymore. Plus, it's bad on transmissions. Okay, so G-Funk says that his car was a four-banger. Okay, yeah. See, I mean, it's a good thing to do. Garrett said, haha, Big D brought me some acid. Yeah, some guy named Big D brought me some acid. Something like that anyway.
Do you have any stickers of your Fox logo?
Do I have any decals, stickers or decals? No, don't really do that. I need to find a company to handle that for me. And that goes back to like the reason why we use Teespring is we can make our own shirts here at home, or we can pay somebody locally. We have somebody that we use, but we don't want to deal with it anymore. So I chose to go with Teespring, and you know, their quality may not be the best, but you can still represent. So we went that route, and I need to find somebody for decals, and I'm not found anybody yet to handle that. Carcraft did 200 mile an hour. Yeah, I remember that article actually. Mustangs are the most deadly cars. I mean, you would think so, right? I think it's because they're so cheap. Everybody buys them and, you know, gets out there and has a good time and acts crazy and
Tricky
wrecks.
Nicky said no, BMWs are the most deadly.
Yeah, probably realistically. Pro line. I know I'm old, but what's that? What's up with roll racing? So, man, I really like roll racing. I'll just keep it simple for you. Roll racing really started whenever the higher horsepower cars hit the scene in the mid 2000s, early 2000s, I guess. When these high horsepower cars started, you know, being out on the road, and you had 1,000 horsepower cars with no suspension. The only way to really get these things to go was like a 60 mile an hour roll, and you could really turn them loose. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I love roll racing. I love it. I'm not going to go to a roll racing event because to me that's not actual roll racing. In the street, as illegal as it is, that's the racing I like. And the reason is because me personally, I want to know if what I built is faster than what you've got. That's what I want to know. I want to take as much of the driver out of it as possible, as much of the tires, all that stuff out. I want to know how much power I'm making versus what you're making, and roll racing is quick to tell you that. What?
Shane said you should have a shirt made up that says Fox Body Famous.
Fox Body Famous. I don't know about that, but that would be a really cool shirt. Might do that one day.
Experience with nitrous.
Yeah, exactly. So finders keepers, it's a good measure of horsepower. That's the thing. It just is what it is. I actually like it. Oh, so Smitty say, yeah. I mean, a lot of people hate roll racing. I guess is why I elaborated on it so much more. They really hate it. But if you really think about it, and you've ever done it with a high horsepower car, you understand real quick like why roll racing exists. What's my experience with nitrous? Not a whole lot, honestly. I've had some nitrous kits in the past, but just, you know, cheap little, you know, wet kits. Some of them were dry kits. 150, 175 shot, stuff like that. Nothing serious. Now, I got a buddy of mine that's got the white Fox body that's in the intro. That is a nitrous-powered car, and now he knows all about the nitrous stuff. And we've talked a little bit, but I don't have that much knowledge on it. He's running a ridiculous shot on his. Have I ever thought about putting a street-style roll cage in my car? No, not really, Lance. I'm not really a roll cage guy. Now, I know for safety, they're definitely a must. And at some point, we might. I'm not saying that I will never do it, but I'm typically just not a roll cage kind of guy. We'll see. Maybe with a swing out or something, I could probably go for that. Now, if we do start racing the car, yes. So let me clarify. I'm sorry. If we do start seriously racing this car a lot, then yeah, we'll probably go to a roll cage. Just for a street car, no. Ever had issues with my fender-mounted starter solenoid? No, not really. I had it actually lose ground one time, but occasionally they go out. You got to tap them and stuff like that to keep you, so your starter will stop spinning. But no, I've never really had any major issues.
You too, Smitty. Merry Christmas.
So what? Yeah. So Turbo asked, "What do I think about Fab Form's Mustang that he's building?" So I guess you're talking about the Grey Goose, or the Bibster. Bibster really doesn't count as a Fox body anymore, I guess. But yeah, I really like what he does, man. And since he got this new shop, his format, his camera, he's about to blow up. Mark my words, this guy's gonna blow up. Just because he's always been really good and he's always been kind of underrated, under the radar. But now Fab Forums, he's really stepped his game up. He knows what he's doing. Sorry guys, I got to stretch. Jesus asks, for the Fox Calypso, what's the projected horsepower to the wheels and quarter-mile time? Like right now, to the wheels, this car might make, man, it's hard to say. I really don't know. Maybe 260 to the wheels. I don't know. Where I want it to be is about close to 400 to the wheels, 380 to the wheels, 400 to the wheels, something like that. That's where I eventually want it to be.
But Rat said your sister's fastback is sweet.
Yeah, it is. Guys, that car is so nice. She's made everybody proud with that. You know, our dad, everybody's just proud of that car. They got other cars too beside that. I need to get her on the channel, get the car on the channel. It's really awesome. Proud of her.
What's that page?
I guess you're talking about Fab Forums. So it'd be Fab Forums if that's what you're talking about, Raji, on YouTube. Man, this guy's ridiculous. He's so good. He really is. Just his format. He's so chill. I'd like to be more like that, but this is the reality of it. Everybody, you're who you are. This type format is what it's always going to be with me. I'll change it up a little bit. Things will get a little better, but you'll always see this style of me. From day one, the style he had was just different. Like, it just was. My style's not changed a lot since the day that I started. And back whenever I was watching him, I was like, man, I like the layout of it. I like the format. He slows things down. He sits, he talks to you. And he's just progressively gotten better, and the channel is awesome. So go check out Fab Forums. Most of you probably already know about it. He's got a really awesome Fox body.
Nick said Brutal versus 52 cent on the strip 2020.
Yeah, Nick. I'm sure at some point we'll definitely meet up with Rodney for sure.
Oh. Turbo Man said, when will the next time fans can meet you?
Next time anybody can meet will be at Ford Takeover. So May of 2020, we'll be in Tennessee for Takeover with Foxcast Media. All right, I think we missed did we miss anything up here? Not sure if you mentioned in a previous.
2016 Mustang seat fit and Fox body.
So hold on. So Johnny asked about, basically are the AODs that bad of a transmission? No, they're not. I mean, they were a great transmission. You got to think when these things were new, everybody in the world drove them around with AODs. Well, not everybody, but somebody's mom did. And but no, I mean, they didn't have any issues. What happens is a lot of times they're not a great transmission. So let's clear that up as far as like for holding horsepower. But I mean, transmissions are fine. What happens is the TV cable comes out of adjustment. They get wear and tear on them. People start adding more power to them and beating on them. So I mean, by the time we get to one of these cars with an AOD, it's already just beat the crap out of. So it just needed to be changed out for me. It wasn't really what I wanted. The AODs don't shift that quick. They're sluggish. They're I don't know. But in stock form, there's nothing wrong with them. What else?
You still liking the seat swap upgrades in the Calypso?
I like the seat upgrade. I don't like the color choice. I wish I'd have went black. Yes. So T-Well, we do. We have some amazing people in the Mustang community and Fox community. The V10 is not a production car. I don't know what that comment was.
I'll say this, in real life, he does get noticed. 'Cause I remember this one time we went to Harbor Freight and he got noticed by someone.
Yeah, sometimes, it just depends. I get noticed from time to time. It what's crazy is when I first started the channel, I got noticed more than I do now. So, what do you think about an SVO? Worth building? Hell yeah, Garrett. Absolutely. SVOs are awesome. If you get your hands on one, hold on to it. As far as building one, I mean, there's an argument of should you save it or should you build it, but yeah, they make good cars to build too. All right, got a tech question. My 88 LX idle surges, so that means you're probably not going to be mass air car. Take me if solve the issue, try a bunch of different things, base out or reset. Idle surging. Air control, etc. That could be, well, if you say you did the base auto reset, then more than likely you did the timing too. So just check that timing. Make sure that the timing's not too high. Timing on these cars will absolutely make one surge. There's a lot of other things that'll make them surge too, though. So I'm not sure how to answer that. AOD versus C4, C4 all day, all day, unless you're talking about a 4R70W, something like that. Then I would say 4R70 over C4.
Black Knight Mustang Lifestyle said, I want to know about that pretty yellow beast, bro. More content this year on it?
Yeah, we'll do some more content on the yellow car. So Ant was asking, Black Knight Mustang Lifestyle was asking about the yellow car. Yeah, we'll do some more on that. I got to get it out. Map sensor. Hold on, there was one up here that I wanted to read. Yeah, Fox Body famous, man. I'm telling you, trademark that shit. Yeah, Shane, that's pretty cool. I do like that. I don't know, we might do something like that just for fun. Oh, stretch my back. Y'all, we're going to have to get off here in a few minutes. My back is killing me. Love classic cars. My first car was a 65. Wow, this thing everything just takes off at one time. Yeah, so Fox Bodies Forever agrees with the GT500 thing. That's an awesome car, guys. I'm telling you, as of right now, that's my dream car. I would take that over a McLaren. I mean, think about it. What are the hottest cars out there right now? The McLarens are some of the hottest. Obviously, Ferrari, Porsche, Lamborghini, all that stuff, right? The GT500, man, I would take it over any of them if I was stuck with it. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, if I could resell them and make money off of them, it'd be smart to go for something else. But yeah, if I had to hold on to one, maybe pick one, it'd be that GT500.
Turbo Man is asking, did you see Colin's Mustang collection that sold at Barrett Jackson?
Yes, that was ridiculous. That was the original Fox Body Surge, I think, was whenever he sold all those cars. On what was Meekum? No, it wasn't Meekum. It was what did you just say? On Barrett Jackson. Yeah, Barrett Jackson. 91 Frankenstein. What's up, bro? Yeah, we got some different company this time. Yeah, you guys should have been here for the live stream Friday if you weren't. Frankenstein and Hunter were going at it. It was pretty funny.
Nick, you must have been a hot shot at driving 65 fast back to school.
No, not really. I mean, in my own mind, I was a hot shot. I can promise you that, because I could care less what anybody else had. It didn't matter to me. People had brand new cars and stuff like that. Didn't matter to me, man. I had my 65 Mustang and I was good to go. But it was fun though. A lot of street racing back in the day. Let me plug this thing in. Tell you what, guys, hold on just a second. Let me go plug some stuff in, get it charged up, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. Had to get the computer charged up. I thought I added something extra for you guys over here in the scenes tab. I thought I'd added some other pictures, but I guess not. I do have this. I'll go ahead and show you guys this again. I typically don't do this type stuff, but here you go. You can go to teespring.com, or you can go down below the video and you can order yourself a shirt, a mug, whatever, something like that. I do recommend the Project Fox, though, for any of you guys that have a project car and you haven't decided on your color yet or something like that. Just pick you up a Project Fox shirt. Those are pretty nice, and we just got the blue and gray one done, too. And on the back, it says it's a Fox thing, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, back over to this page. And if you guys don't know, I'll show you this. It was pretty funny. It was from Garrett and Hunter. Hunter is the one that is putting the LS in his car, so Hunter catches flack about that. But either way, it's going to be a fast car when it's all said and done. But anyway, this is what I wanted to show you. So this is them playing in the car one night.
That looks like a DeLorean. Hold on. Yes. Oh, I got this. Hold on, we're coming in. Second beam. That looks like a DeLorean.
So anyway.
Gay!
Anyway, yeah, LS swaps, whatever. Say what you want to about them, but I guess it will make some power when it's all said and done. All right, let's go ahead and go over here, answer a few more questions.
What year you graduated?
What year did I graduate? 1996. I am 41 years old, guys. If you'd like to get me something for my birthday, it is June the 17th. Just joking. Also, hey, I still have a P.O. box, so if you guys want to send anything in, P.O. box is down below in the description. You can check that out. Did they actually flip it off the lift? No, Frankenstein, but I thought they did. To start, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, crap, they flipped the car off. But I guess they just knocked the camera over. Hold on. Turbo Man 351, rear-mounted engine. Okay. I was thinking of something else whenever you said that. You're right, though, Turbo Man. I mean, that rear-mounted engine in the mid-engine Vette is going to be hard to beat. The damn thing hooks so good, and it's going to be an awesome car. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not. Yeah, Garrett. So Garrett was the one over there in the passenger seat. So Garrett Leach down here in the comment section. So he said he was reaching for the oh shit handle. All right, guys. We only got 44 likes. If you don't mind, go ahead and kind of bump that up. Like I said, typically don't ask for this type stuff, but I would like to see those likes go up just a little bit. It does help out with the videos. But only if you think we did a good job. If not, hit the dislike button. I'm okay with that too. I just like to see some type of feedback. Oh, Shane, you just helped me out right there. I didn't even see that. I appreciate that. So, Nick asked, from the videos, it look like I live in a gated community. No, I don't live in a gated community. We don't even have a HOA here anymore. It started out that way, but it's not anymore. No, it's not anything like that. It's a nice neighborhood, but they don't care. I mean, we're down in the South, guys. You got to remember, we're down in South Alabama. Everybody around here is working class people. They don't walk around with their noses up in the air and stuff like that.
Mustang Lab 302. I was up late last night watching some old PFO videos. Tell us about the bad apple and why did you sell it?
Yeah, so who said that? Who was that? Mustang Lab 302? Yeah, so as you know, I actually have a YouTube or a PFO channel on YouTube. I hadn't used it in 12 years probably. But the bad apple was, man, that was my car. It was a 03 anniversary edition Cobra. I love that car, but times got tough and blew the engine up in it after we had upgraded it, put a 3.4 Whipple on it. We were one of the first ones to actually put a 3.4 Whipple on a Terminator, on anything, and blew it up. Times got hard. Car had to go. It is what it is. How do I like the Corbos? I like the Corbos. They sit really high. So, can you see inside the window? Yeah. All right. So I'm going to do something spur of the moment. I'm going to go sit in the car, and I want you guys to look at how tall I am. I'm a short guy. I'm only 5'8". But when I sit in the car, look at the position of my head. Remember, I'm 5'8". Show you guys this. So, as you can see, I'm watching it right now. Well, it's a little delayed, so I'm kind of looking back over this as I sit down. Yeah, guys, that's way too high for somebody that's 5'8" up in the window of this thing. I mean, if you were over 6 foot, you'd have some issues. You'd be rubbing your noggin up there.
Someone asked what PFO is, and you said, "Oh, well, I've heard you talk about it, just never asked."
So what PFO is it's a club that myself and a couple friends started way back in 2001, I think it was. And it started out pretty small. We had about 8 to 10 guys. We held on to it for a while. We got some shirts made. We had some meets. We did some stuff. And then it kind of died off for a little while. And then I brought it back in 2007, December or January. I can't remember. Anyway, of 07, we brought it back, myself and Hunter. We went what we call live. We created a website. And Hunter ran the website, and we had forums, and it was fun, guys. It was awesome. At one time, we had about 600 and something members, which I know don't sound like a lot nowadays, but back then that was a pretty good bit for 2006, 2007. Hold on. You gotta let me answer. So that's what PFO is. I mean, it was my old Mustang club, and we've had it ever since. But I honestly, I don't do a lot with it anymore. It's just there. I don't have a lot of time to mess with it, but that's what that is. So, and matter of fact, Rodney used to be a member of PFO. I don't know if he still is. So you can just check out PFO Mustangs on. I think it's all. Try either PFO Mustangs all one word or PFO space Mustangs on YouTube. You'll see a lot of the old videos on there.
Sitting in the car with the Santa hat should be your next thumbnail.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it should. So, am I a car painter by trade? No. My dad's painted cars pretty much my whole life. I just thought I could do it and started on it. Started trying to do it, and I'm decent at it, enough to get by. But I'm no professional painter by any means. I do a lot of buffing.
Smitty wants to know how you join PFO.
How do you join PFO? Go to Facebook, look up PFO Mustangs. Now we try to keep it kind of local. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it doesn't hurt. Like if I recognize your name from something like this, then absolutely. We just try to keep the spam and everything else out of there, the trolls. But go to Facebook, type in PFO Mustangs. I think it's all one word on there, and send a request. That's it. We never push, and you'll notice this with my channel and with everything that I do. We try to keep a small, condensed group that know each other, that we can build a community out of. What we don't want are to get a bunch of trolls in here, and I've used this term a few times, but think about it, guys. I had to be careful with this thumbnail tonight, with this title, because I don't necessarily want a lot of Chevy guys in here thinking that they're going to get Chevy content. Or they get some Chevy content, and then the next couple videos, there's no more Chevy content. And these guys subscribe because maybe they like that video, and now they're pissed off, and now you got trolls on your hands because you essentially, they think you clickbaited them. We just don't want that. So everything that we do, we keep it small, right? So PFO was always that way. We kept it small, and that's how I like to do it. So Shane said he's waiting on Andrew to sneak up in the background and scare me. Yeah, me too. I wouldn't put it past him. I know I'd do that to him. All right, Nick Sab on Facebook is joining. Okay, I'll look out for that. We'll try to get some of you guys added, It's pretty cool to look back and see some of the cars and stuff like that. There's nothing, too personal in there, so I'm not too concerned about that. What's a Predator Fox? So I assume you're talking about the new engine. I guess the Predator engine, which engine is that? Which one's called the Predator? I can't remember. So we have the two Borbit wheels. Mustang Lab asked. We still have the two Mustang the Borbit wheels, but my buddy Keith has the other two, and they're probably trashed by now, I'm sure.
Chumley working on his house.
No troll, love the channel. Exactly, Smitty. Yeah, Andrew's probably. I don't know what time. Yeah, Andrew's working on his house right now. I'm gonna get him though. He's gonna have to come over and help me with this transmission stuff. I'm too old for all this. I still have to pull the transmission and everything out of the car and get everything put in. What will we have to do for Borbit wheels? They're selling reasonably priced. Well, as far as Borbit wheels go, I mean, the problem that you run into with Borbits is like the center caps and stuff. They're hard to find, and there's only one center cap that I like on them, so that gets really expensive to try to buy. They need to be refinished and all that. But, hey, I'm going to be honest with you. Borbits in a 17 look really good. Look really good. Yeah, the GT500 is a Predator. That's right. Trolling is best served on the street. That's right. I agree. All right, guys. I think the Predator Mustang was a black fox body trim package, wasn't it? I have no clue on that now. I don't think so. I don't know if you're being funny on that, but if you're being serious, I don't think it was. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. My back is hurting me. It's getting cold out here, so we're going to go ahead and go in. We have been live now for 2 hours. Yep, that's a good one. Okay, all right. So the Predator was built from 83 to 86. Why does that not ring a bell? All right, real quick, somebody explain the Predator fox body. Real quick, There's a little bit of delay, so you guys won't hear this for about 30 seconds.
Garrett.
Andrew's watching what?
Days of Our Lives eating toasted strudel.
Probably is, honestly. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Chrysler.
Sorry, like I said, everything is delayed, so everybody's already saying good night. But, okay, there we go. Black and gold trim, I believe. All right. Well, that sounds good, guys. We're going to go ahead and end this stream. I appreciate everybody stopping by. This may wrap it up. This may be it until Christmas. I might come out with something. I did make a video today, but we already covered a lot of what I was going to talk about today. Content's kind of just dry right now, man. It is what it is. You guys understand that. But we'll get back around to it after the first of the year. Anyway, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. I appreciate all the support throughout 2019, and 2020 is going to be even better. All right, guys. As always, thanks for watching.